Robert Butler.
My name is Robert Butler. I'm at 824 Southwest 18th Avenue, Fort Lauderdale. Actually, there was a Mr. Butler that was supposed to be part of my testimony tonight, and I was going to ask him to demonstrate rock and roll, which is a safety procedure at TriMet. It's related to what I'm going to talk about, which is efficiency of our equipment. I understand that perhaps he's resigned. But anyway, Mr. Butler's not here, former.
This is Greg Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he still here? On the committee?
He's still with TriMet, if that's your...
On the committee?
He's just not, yes, he's on the panel, he's just not able to attend today.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe someone else. He's a real operator, if that means. He would demonstrate for you what rock and roll is. So the first paper I sent to you was what I didn't get a chance to tell you last meeting. I called a white paper. It deals with the case illustration of the apathy of TriMet personnel with TriMet management. Now that's a long story, and that's what I challenged you to find out about, was all of my effort over years to get a safety problem resolved, and TriMet has no record of any attempt. So that's the white paper on that particular thing. I'll just touch on it briefly. It resulted for some creativity that the Light Rail West Side project decided to throw into the design. It's a safety problem. It could be solved or resolved to a certain extent by moving a sign about 4 feet. So basically what I've been trying to do for over a decade, for a starter, is to move the sign 4 feet. I finally got to talk to someone at TriMet, and he was kind of a sign expert. I don't have his name, but I got to talk to him. He agreed that that would be an improvement in safety. He says, you know, you're right. But I can't help it. What you need to do is you got to talk to the city of Portland. I said, sir, don't you think you should talk to the city of Portland? I mean, don't you get along? They don't know me from Adam. It would be a waste of time for me to talk to the city of Portland. We do not get along. I had already talked to the city of Portland. It's true. I said, sir, you know, I can't believe that there's a safety issue and you're just telling me to go talk to the city of Portland. Sir, isn't there something more you should do for me about safety? No. Well, do you have a safety committee? Oh, yeah, TriMet's got a safety committee. Who are they? I want to contact them. Who are they? We're not allowed to tell you. Their names are confidential. Well, how do I contact them? Oh, you call the executive offices. So I call the executive offices. Codaphone. I get a message. We're all busy right now. Leave a message. There's a safety problem I'd like to talk to the safety department about. I think it's urgent. My name is so-and-so, number is so-and-so. Never got a call back. So, transparency. What do I do? Where can I go in this system? Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. So much for the white paper. Thank you for your report on 4 items. Thank you for realizing that the safety department should report to the top. I think you realize that. Pretty elementary. Thank you. Thank you for saying that there are such a thing as yellow cards. It's more than the consultant said. And that we ought to start paying attention to them. Thank you. Surveillance cameras. Really good idea. I think I don't know the cost effectiveness, but boy, I'd sure want to find out. Thank you. Culture problem. I think you have admitted there's a culture problem. If you did, thank you. Now what we've missed. Let's start with the consultant. We don't have a consultant's report that's professional, objective, or thorough, or useful. It's that simple. Now, what I just thanked you for was 4 things. 3 of the things were not even mentioned in the consultant's report, were they? Safety forms? No. Surveillance cameras? No. He did say that the director should report to the top. Thank you. Did he talk about the culture problem? Oh, no. What's the problem with that? We don't have a consultant's report yet. We don't have it. The most important thing in the report was the head fake. Maybe the employees aren't getting the signals from the top as to standard operating procedures. Maybe they can't read their computers, and maybe they don't listen to their voicemail. Head fake. We don't have a report. I criticize the person that hired him. Number 2, culture. What is the culture? Well, for this kind of stuff to happen, it's pretty easy to figure out what's going on. Poor organization. Inferior staff. I had one more. Blind ambition. Culture problem. Max mania. Another term for it. Very full of yourself and arrogant. Another one. So, the most important thing is why hasn't the culture changed in decades? Why? No oversight, no transparency. Really? Yeah. Who has the oversight? Some civilians, randomly picked by various governors for political reasons, state educators, education teachers, and there's a journalist, minister.
Who would you pick? Who would you rather?
I'll take this girl right here in a second. Bunch of random people, inexperienced, at what needs to be done, in charge of thousands of people, millions and millions of dollars. They have completely in charge, and there's no oversight and no authority over them. Or is there? No. There's none. They report to themselves. Now, the governor does hire these these people for a 4-year term. That's it. That's all there is. ODOT, they don't have authority. They can always inquire, but they don't bother. They're not interested. Oh, they're too busy. ODOT has no authority, and they don't want it, quite frankly. Who has authority? So I told you, I called up the FTA, the Federal Transit Authority. Do you have authority? No. Oh. We'll let you decide which trains to buy, but that's it. We'll give you the money, we'll give you the check. Trains go out the door. Our authority ends. There's no authority. Culture? Well, first of all, poor organization. There's no authority. There's no oversight. There's no transparency.